Oh, my love. They, see, things are moving. What's going on? They're going to be so confused when you rise from the ashes because, like in Daniel 3, they threw you into the fire, convinced you and everyone, yes, even including you, that you must have done something wrong. You were like, God, why are you letting them oppress me? God, why do I have to pay for these things? Did I sin? What did I do? You were going through things and questioning yourself and like, what did I do? Why have I been so oppressed? Am I actually doing something wrong? God let it go on for so long that even you were convinced that maybe you are in the wrong. Hmm. No, that's not what happened at all. Actually, God allowed them to throw you into the fire and keep you there. You were burning, baby. Burn, baby, burn. Hot, like feeling hot or heat or something about your AC or something like this could be relevant. Or someone else talking about heat or like seeing the word fire and it stands out to you intuitively. Or the saying, like, if you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. Something like this is relevant. Hot, heat. That is a significant symbol for you. As well as 333, as well as 313. Here we are at the balance where the karma and the feels that people held against you vanish. God held you in that oppressed state for so long that they pushed you into just to see how they would act and behave at your perceived downfall. They were ha kikiing, they were sending screenshots, they were laughing, they were finding joy in your misery. And again, even you in your misery, trying to find joy, couldn't comprehend why am I being oppressed? And why for so long? What did I do? They literally convinced you that even you had to be wrong. I'm here to let you know you did absolutely nothing wrong. Five of Wands here, God was using you and allowing them to use you too as the punching bag. With every hit, you became stronger, wiser, in the fire. The whole time you were in the fire, you were being transformed. But they didn't know this. They just saw you being burned. They didn't know what was actually going on in the fire. They just saw that there was a fire and you had been tossed in. They got so comfortable with your punishment. Again, they were finding joy in it. They were laughing. They made it a sport to compete, to laugh, to send screenshots to group chats, talk all about it. You're about to come out blazing, red, hot, fire. Oh my gosh, Hermit in the reverse. Ooh, the smiles will be wiped off of their face. Ooh, okay. They're going to be stopped mid sentence when they realize who the fuck you are. It will be dead silent when you rise because they thought that they had you. They thought that they were right and you were wrong. These are people that were convinced that, oh, this person is beneath me. I'm getting a specific example here where someone tried to say that you were using them for clout and for popularity. The irony is that You had plans to work with this individual before they even became popular, and you came back around in time when you had the time to work with them like you had talked about and planned before their popularity. But then they started to smell themselves. They're like, oh, this person only wants to come around me because I'm popular now. My collective viewer here thought that we were cool the whole time. We made these plans. I could even show you screenshots since you want to laugh and send so many pictures and screenshots. I can show you the proof that we said that we would work together in the future. And here I am coming back to you in the future. And now you think that all of a sudden it's simply because you've grown? God said, okay, bet, write that down. I'm going to remember that. They tossed you into the fire, said, oh, that person only wants me because I'm popular, because I'm cool, because I have this, because I have that. My viewer, my collective loved you before you even had those things. But it was you that switched up on them. God wrote that down. God peeps that. There was a lot of downtime. For some of you, I'm seeing that again, the number three is relevant. I'm also picking up on 6 years. For some of you, this is something coming full circle. For 6 years, you felt like you were in the fire. It felt like eternity, that you felt like you were in hell, wondering why, God, why am I here? What did I do? Did I actually do something wrong? No. God said, you were just my instrument, so I can, you were, oh, God said, you were my touchstone. God said, you were my touchstone for me to test the validity of their heart. God says, thank you for letting me use you, collective. It will not be in vain. Collective, they treated you so dirty. They did you so wrong. They told so many lies on you. They twisted so many narratives. And now nothing will ever be the same. Consider it a clean slate. Welcome to your new life because you were always right all along. And God wants to highlight your character. Oh my gosh. God wants to highlight the uniqueness of your character, what you could have, would have, should have done. But instead, you took your grievances to God, to the Lord. Because again, they even had you convinced, like, damn, I must have done something wrong if I'm suffering. Wow. Three of Swords. God says, I'm so sorry that you couldn't see bigger picture when I allowed them to throw dirt on your name. But I promise you, my child, I love you just the same as I always have. Your testimony as the touchstone is exactly what God needed to catapult you into who you are today. Hmm. Queen of Wands. You're being applauded for your determination because of, again, what you could have, would have, should have done. And out of spite, you just turn to God and let it ride. Hmm. Five of Swords. You let them talk down on you. Doesn't this story sound very similar to that of Jesus Christ? Be careful who you nail upon cross. 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 The lovers in the garden. They tried to say that it was you that ate the apple, that did the bad thing, that did the dirty deed. And even though it wasn't true, you took your punishment. You took the fire. You took the whippings, the beatings. You took it. And so now, the promised land. This video finds you because now we wait for the heavens to rain down upon you, collective. This video finds you because you are innocent and you always have been. You're not perfect, but you're damn sure not what they tried to make it seem that you were. Two of Wands. Welcome to Promised Land. Here we are. What will you do with that energy today? And I want you to know that every next day that comes, you'll be upgraded, up leveled, empowered, unshaken, untethered. And they'll just have to simply sit back and watch. You have and had every right to call them every name. And you still do. Even sitting in this energy, I'm swallowing the words that I really want to say. Because how dare they? You survived them throwing you into the fire. And here you are, risen from the dead, collective. Miraculously unharmed.